All right, I'm Steve, and I'm here with a couple of my friends. And one thing that bothers me, and not just me, but I know that lots of people in our community, in our awesome community, is that we don't have many people that we reach out to. I mean, lots of people. We are thousands of autistic people that must be living in Western New York slash Buffalo Niagara region, and the problem is that either people don't know about us, or they don't reach out, or we don't reach out to them. We pass them by the street, coffee shops, workplaces. They may or may not be diagnosed. They may suspect that they're autistic. But the thing is that we have an autistic association called the Awesome Association on Facebook. The Awesome. What's the name? The current name now? The Awesome
Our
Group.
awesome group, I
Our
believe. Yeah.
awesome group now, and there are lots of people. We only have 42 members out of thousands of people that may be living in the area stretching between Rochester, Niagara Falls, Fort Erie, Canada, through Buffalo, New York, Jamestown, Chautauqua County, Erie, PA. There must be 2 million people, I believe. Thousands, if not tens of thousands of them, are on the spectrum, have ASD or PDD, pervasive developmental disorder. But the problem is we don't have much touch with them, and lots of the people drop out after a while, or they don't get to engage. James, you do something and then pass it on to Phil on the subject.
So let's see. Yeah, I have tried to keep in touch with plenty of people who have much ability, and I know that different people. Lots of them tend to have different interests. That's although I have tried to find more people to spend time with, to do certain fun things, and I have looked for yeah like yeah, some of you guys may know I do try to hit any places that have karaoke, that kind of stuff, and and I do try to socialize with people there every now and then too.
Phil is passing it to you.
Yep.
Then give it back to me after we're done. Go
Is
ahead.
it supposed to be this
No,
way?
this way, the other way.
Oh, okay. Hello, I'm Phil, and I'll tell you, most of you probably know me as someone who plays a lot of 60s and 70s music, but I have other musical interests. One of my biggest parts of my record collection is my classical section. And most people I meet are reticent to talk about classical music. Either they don't have any real contact with it, or they only know what they've been taught in their younger days, which was predominantly Bach, Beethoven, maybe Brahms. But I demand of my classical music and electronic music what most people demand of psychedelic drugs. So I tend to listen to more modern classical music like Ilhan Mamaralu, Olivier Messiaen, Edgar Varese.
But about the topic, mostly, James and I was not saying.
Oh. Anyway, I am reaching out to all who wish to talk classical or just meet up over for a cup of coffee. And now I'd like to pass this back to Steve.
So here's what burns me up. I mean, we had lots of people. Let's say a guy we used to refer to as Matt from Lancaster, New York, and really fine young guy. We used to go to, among other places, to local bars, hangout bars, and watch local bands. And it was very nice atmosphere to do on Saturday night. And the guy just dropped out of the radar. Now we got one female member of the group. She doesn't. I'm not gonna name names, and she doesn't feel comfortable going to meetings because she's the only female. I'm not gonna name names, but I know that there are many other females that do show up to other meetings, like with Veronica's house or James's annual or Christmas gatherings. It's just that, So, and I'd like to see more younger people around, like Matt and a couple other people, that we have. But people just don't. They vote with their feet. And they vote with the keyboard on the Facebook page, and they're not involved. And they vote with the Zoom meeting that they don't spend the opportunity cost, the time. It doesn't cost money mostly to be on a Zoom. It costs a little bit of time, a little bit what's called in economics opportunity cost. But if you really care about the community and being part of it, you should join. You should stick around. You should find the people. If we don't grow the community, there was a guy. James, you tell them about that guy we went to visit in Williamsville, and his father seemed much more eager than him to join.
Yeah. There was that guy from who lives in Williamsville, and he was really hoping that his son would join us, and we were looking forward to it too. He was playing online and games when we came over, and it seemed like he was going to be at Phil's next meeting, but we haven't seen him since. And then it's like
he seemed very reticent. Like his father went to the train station, and the guy and his son stayed at home. And then and we asked the guy to play video games, to show us the video games. Cause I'm into video games, certain RPF and first-person shooters and stuff like Titanfall, but he was very reticent, very reluctant, like he was shy or timid about it. And then, the atmosphere was good and everything, but what's the follow-up? James, Phil, you guys continue about the subject.
Well, I had tried, also inviting people that I knew in school in my special ed classes, but, I don't really know. I mean, it's like, we don't seem to really, I don't really seem to hear much from them either. I mean, perhaps they've gotten, I don't know if they just really busy jobs, or if they just feel like they know enough people already.
Phil.
Would you like to weigh in, Phil, about
weigh in about what James has just said?
Yeah, it sounds like he was talking about people who wish to join, and I guess I'm just as guilty as anyone else for not reaching out to people. But I just don't find a lot of people who share my interests.
Or any interest. I mean, if everybody just says why not, instead of why not to come versus why to come and be curious and knock down the walls, it's not. Or I don't know. Matt was really cool that he was hanging out with us, and then he and Kelly dropped out. Kyle used to come every week, hang out with us. Corey, there were times that Corey used to take the bus, 3 buses from Tanawana to Cheektowaga to hang out with us and watch movies and go to the casino with James and Phil and I and everything. All of a sudden, he barely making it to the monthly meetings. I mean, I don't know. People just along the way lose interest, and we can't replenish it. We don't have the new guys to come over, and I have to commend
it's a real
praise.
Sausage fest here.
Maureen and Veronica are doing an extraordinary job attracting people, doing it as much as they can. I know Nick, the attorney, and of course James, Phil, and I are reaching out. We're not getting any money out of it or anything. We're spending our time and effort trying to reach out for our own benefit, so we have more people wider pool to hang out with and have more fun. But everybody's resources are limited, but you know, what are you guys thinking should be the solution to the problem? Phil, start with you and Pastor James, and then we'll wrap it up.
I don't know what else I can do that I'm not already doing. I just need to have people like you come to the house and share a few things. I mean, I'd be willing to learn if indeed we can find some common ground.
Cool. Let James wrap up the video.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully he will get more people involved and I'm like yeah, I know that yeah, like nothing, like I don't know like what if there's anything people are worried about with joining in our group. Joining the group should be a great experience. I
agree.
It's yeah, I enjoyed it. So yeah, I think that should be all for this video. For the next time talk.